Hello world, Geriatric Geek here. How in the heck are you? I hope you're doing great. It's another beautiful day here in North Las Vegas. Hope you guys are doing good out there. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching my little video. I appreciate it. Today we're going to be talking about some random pickups I did. Most from Amazon, a lot of them from Walmart, independent horror, and mainstream horror also. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and check out what I got, and maybe you're going to be interested enough to go get yourself one of these. Who knows? Yeah, some of them aren't so great though, but as far as I can tell, we'll see. Speaking of probably not so great, but hey, here it is. Black Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Trick or treat. It's 92 minutes, not rated, from 2018. Uh, Everybody's saying it's not very good, but I'm going to check it out. Anything having to do with Halloween or trick or treat, I'm going to watch it. On October 31st, 2018, two preteens in a small town accidentally awaken an evil that has been lain dormant for decades. They are forced to survive through a terrifying Halloween night of cat and mouse from the monster known as Bloody Bobby. Special features: Tales of Diablo's Den, Dr. Frank's sing-along commercial, and Dr. Frank's Yummy Halloween Fun commercial. Okay. If you guys have seen this or any of the ones I showed today, let me know down in the comments what you thought and maybe what I should watch first. There you go. Black Pumpkin. Next up, one I'm really looking forward to. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. Haven't checked it out quite yet. Malignant. Oh man, that needle in the eye thing gets me every time. It's R-rated, 111 minutes, 2021. It's a supernatural horror. It gets really pretty good reviews, and it's directed by James Wan. Of course, he did some Saw and Insidious and a number of other things that I really have enjoyed. So, really anxious to check this one out. Evidently, there's lots of good twists and turns in this. So, I know a lot of people liked it. So, I'm really expecting high things from this one. Director James Wan returns to his roots with this new original horror thriller. A woman is paralyzed by shocking visions of grisly murders, and her torment worsens as she discovers that these waking dreams are in fact terrifying realities. Malignant. And a nice little slippy dip. Next up, Your Savior is Coming. A mesmerizing horror masterpiece, a film by Rose Glass, which is Saint Maud. Saint Maud. R-rated, 2019, 84 minutes. This is a British psychological horror. It has gotten really good reviews, so I'm excited to check it out. It's a creepy, slow burn, and well acted. So I like my slow burn, my psychological type things. So looking forward to this one also. Saint Maud. Next one. This one doesn't get great reviews, but it's a post-apocalyptic kind of thing called After the End. The virus was just the beginning. This is an Australian film, a drama, not rated, 90 minutes, from 2020, put out by Shout Factory. It's not a horror film that I can tell, but yeah. Though 17-year-old Addison has always believed that the apocalypse would one day arrive, he's still not quite prepared for one post-apocalyptic condition. After a virus decimates the planet, loneliness, but this changes when, after years on his own in post-pandemic Oklahoma, He eventually crosses paths with Ava, who is pregnant and on the run. Meeting Ava brings Addison some sorely needed companionship. It also invites danger in the form of a gun-wielding group of survivors hell-bent on building a new world from the remains of the old. A captivating coming-of-age film from Ron Hanks. After the End also stars Dot Marie Jones and Kevin E. West. It sounds interesting. I like my post-apocalyptic kind of stuff, so I'm happy to pick that one up. Next up, this one gets middle-of-the-road reviews. It was one of those Walmart independent films that I like to pick up, and it's called The Mutation. The Mutation. It is not rated. 87 minutes from 2021. It's a horror sci-fi. It's a creature feature of a mutated rat, from what I can tell. I love my creature features, but mutated rats, possible. After a deadly experiment on a rat goes wrong, the mutated rat has been let loose in a city, and a group of detectives are on the hunt for the beast. As the body count rises, no one is safe, and the rat is growing at a rapid pace. Sounds hilarious. I'm sorry. If you guys have seen this, let me know what you thought. Mutated rats. I like it. Next one. I got this one. You'll see why. It's got the man, the legend, one and only Tony Todd, called The Lockdown Hauntings. 105 minutes, not rated, from 2021. Now, this is a COVID movie. Basically surrounding our, what people do when they're locked up for years at a time. Fear of the invisible killer, which we've all had to deal with in this last 2 years. A fast-paced mix of paranormal horror and detective thriller. With the streets empty, free from activity of humans and machines, it is not just nature that takes advantage of this unprecedented time. Spirits are free to roam. Some harmless, but some are with evil intent. One spirit in particular, a notorious serial killer, is back from the dead, with more potential victims than ever before. Can the paranormal experts and detectives piece together how to prevent more young women, isolated and alone during the lockdown, from becoming another victim of the lockdown hauntings? Set and shot during the global lockdown for COVID-19 by award-winning director Howard J. Ford, and featuring horror legend Tony Todd. COVID, the invisible killer. Next up, David Carradine in Trick or Treats. Now, I'm pretty sure I have this on DVD or VHS, one of the two. But I saw it on Blu-ray, and I thought, I'm going to pick that up. Trick or Treats. It doesn't get great reviews. It's R-rated. It's from 1982, and I don't remember it, but I'm old. I don't remember all these things. It's 90 minutes, R-rated. It's a slasher comedy. It has David Carradine in it. Of course, he was, Kwai Chang Caine from Kung Fu, which I used to love. I'm sure he's not doing anything close to that in this, but I love that TV series of Kung Fu. David Carradine. 5 years after his wife, Joan, had him wrongfully and deliberately committed to a mental institution so she could live with her boyfriend, David Carradine escapes on Halloween night and arrives back at his old house to murder her, except Joan is not home. She's out with her boyfriend while babysitter Linda is looking after Malcolm's 10-year-old son, Christopher, an equally psychotic and demented practical joker, until under cover of darkness Malcolm shows up and begins a real terror game of attrition with Linda. Okay. The great Orson Welles was the magical advisor for this cult classic. I don't remember, but I'm going to check it out. It's cool. It's on high definition Blu-ray now. And it does have a Slippy Dippy. Yay! All right. Next up, a mutant fungus is among us. In The Spore, R-rated, 92 minutes from 2021. It's a horror. Like I said, mutating fungus. Earth's final plague will unmask us all. When an evil spore is awakened by global warming after lying dormant for eons beneath an ancient ice field, a horrific plague ravages mankind, sending Meadow on the run from crumbling civilization. She gets a lift from a stranger, notices the driver is gruesomely infected, and escapes, taking refuge in an abandoned cabin. But is it abandoned now? 10 strangers attempt to evade the madness in a small town, with some succumbing to the hideously mutating fungus and claiming the survivors as their bitter prey. There you go, The Spore. This is also a Walmart movie, and this one also. And this is the last one I picked up, something called The Banishing. With a nice little Slippy Dippy. This is one of those RLJE Shudder releases. The Banishing is not rated, 96 minutes long, 2020. It's evidently a British Gothic horror. I like those kind. They're very atmospheric. And this one gets middle-of-the-road reviews from what I'm reading. I like haunted house movies. From acclaimed genre director Chris Smith comes the true story of the most haunted house in England. True story, okay. A young reverend, his wife, and daughter move into a manor with a horrifying secret. When a vengeful spirit haunts the little girl and threatens to tear the family apart, the reverend and his wife are forced to confront their beliefs. They must turn to black magic by seeking the help of a famous occultist or risk losing their daughter. So it also has special features: the making of The Banishing, interviews with the director and cast, and behind-the-scenes photo gallery. Slippy Dippy. All right. That's it for today's show and tell, I guess. Hope you guys are doing good wherever you are. Hope you're staying safe. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. I would appreciate it. So that's it. You guys keep smiling, keep having fun, keep that positive attitude about you. And until next time, peace.